Welcome back to the Michael D. Show. I'm so glad you're here. Today's guest in the Beyond Publishing studio, he's a business coach. He lives near Yellowstone, works near Yellowstone. He's a business coach named Jeff Bettinger. Welcome. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm fantastic. Thank you so much for having me today, Michael.
Well, congratulations on your book, Geysers, Grizzlies, and Grit, going #1 on Amazon. Nature's Leadership Guidebook, Yellowstone Leadership Blueprint. What inspired you to write Geysers, Grizzlies, and Grit?
For me, it really started at a very young age, just being someone who was in nature a lot. And as that progressed, I just started to notice that there were lessons everywhere in nature. And I decided through this 20-year career I've had of leading and helping people to become better leaders, to take some of those lessons from nature and turn them into parables or to teach that similarity between what we can see in nature and how we can be better leaders.
Well, I think that's the best way to teach. And as a business coach, you're helping so many clients, and you talk about the parallels that you teach when your clients come out. What are some of those parallels that you like to talk about and illustrate?
What I really like to do is, take them either into the wildlife, take them into the, ecosystem, and show them different things that will help them. And really what I'm looking to do is create reminders in their minds about things that they may be experiencing as a leader, and then turn that into a lesson. So for instance, 4 years ago, I came in on opening day at the park, was in Yellowstone with my sweetheart, just looking to see if we could see maybe a baby buffalo be born or
that'd be cool.
Something. But as we were at the foot of the Norris Geyser Basin, we looked up and we could see that the biggest, most incredible geyser in all the park was going off. Now, most people would think, oh, that's Old Faithful. But Old Faithful, it only launches to half as high as the Steamboat Geyser.
Yeah.
And there we were, we could see it going, and sometimes Steamboat has gone as many as 40 years without erupting. And here we were, lucky to be where there was an eruption. And for us, we drew a parallel as we thought about standing on the boardwalk at Old Faithful, where 5,000 people are watching this geyser go,
right,
and us being at Steamboat, where there was only 5 of us.
Oh, my goodness.
Watching a 300-foot pillar of water. And then we took that and said, wait a minute, why does everybody go to Old Faithful? Because it's consistent.
Yeah.
And in a leadership setting, the consistent leaders, they are the ones who really don't have to recruit very hard to get people onto their teams.
Wow. That's an incredible principle here in your book. You talk about resiliency, you talk about adaptability. How does that look in an organization for a CEO or for a team that maybe is stuck? What can they learn? What are you teaching?
Wow, yeah, it really comes back to the lessons that we see inside the park. We see animals having to adapt to, 10 feet of snow or just a skiff of snow.
Yeah.
And we see that in organizations as well. As the environment changes, as business, as business circumstances change, we see some leaders that really struggle with change and they see it as a threat. And the great leaders are able to get their teams focused on where's the opportunity that's in the change. And so a lot of the work that I do with leaders and organizations is really tied to what is that change resilience you need to get through the process of the changing seasons and ebbs and flows of what happens in the business world.
Now, a lot of people talk about writing a book. It's a great credibility piece. It gets you on more stages. It gets you more media. You talk about the growth trajectory that your own life and your business took writing the book. What are some of the things you discovered about yourself as you wrote the book?
Wow. I first and foremost, I discovered how fun it is to write a book with your daughter.
Yeah.
That was just a fantastic experience to spend time with her, getting up at 3 or 4 in the morning and running into the park to go and have our own, what I call forest bathing moments.
Uh-huh.
Those moments where you're just grounded in nature and you can feel creation around you. And it allows you to take those steps to really look inside yourself and do some self-reflection that helps you to find ways to become a better leader.
Well, you know, different authors will pick different co-authors based on their attributes or their resume or their profile or whatever. So what is your daughter's, Grace, what is her unique interest to be a part of this Geysers, Grizzlies, and Grit co-author with you?
Well, first of all, she went and worked on her master's degree and got all the education. And she works with me on my consulting practice now, really helping to focus on what we do to help leaders become better. The qualifications that she had coming to the table were, we're both just lovers of Yellowstone. And so being able to be inside the park and talk about those leadership lessons that can be drawn from a stand of lodgepole pines or the way an eagle flies in the air are all ways that we've been able to develop and think through and then apply to how we help our clients in the business.
Well, I can't wait to bring our team from Beyond Publishing out because you'll inspire me. You know, I've been to 48 states, but I've never been to Yellowstone. And I think what you've done, I mean, there's actually a map of Yellowstone on the book cover. So how do people get a hold of you for coaching and then also for speaking and for workshops? How do they contact you?
It's just easy as can be. Just jeffbettinger.com. That'll get you the form you need to fill out. I'll come to you. We'll talk. We'll figure out what we can do to help solve problems for your organizations, and we look forward to helping many more people.
In multiple industries, right?
Oh, across industries, you know.
Solo entrepreneurs, Fortune 500 companies?
Yeah, all the way. We've, small clients with only 5 or 6 employees, all the way up to organizations that have 8 or 10,000 employees.
Jeff Bettinger and Grace, congratulations on the book, Geysers, Grizzlies, and Grit. And check him out, follow him for more, and jump on his calendar to see how they can help you take your business and your brand to the next level. Jeff, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much, Michael.
On the Michael D. Show.